I hope you guys are spectacular today. This is Galactic Storyteller. I wasn't planning on doing a video, but I've had lots of requests on how to properly balance, activate, and even expand your chakras. I am not somebody who believes in opening your chakras. I do have a video on the dangers of it. Rather than repeat myself here in this video, please go back and watch that. We're going to talk about methods that I personally use to balance, activate, and expand your chakra system, which I'm all for doing. You have a bioelectromagnetic field that you are responsible for. You can expand your field outside of the multiverse if you wanted to, okay? This is all part of that energy control. But the importance of balancing and activating your chakras and keeping them working at optimum levels is something that most people really don't know how to do. Now, I guess I've taken it for granted that there's a lot of information on how to balance and open your chakras. Okay, and I just assumed that you guys would be looking at that information, and I probably shouldn't have done that. So thanks guys for this request. I hope this helps you because I'm going to share with you guys some of the things that I do. Now, first things first, I have talked in several of my videos about the subconscious mind and the conscious mind, and I'm going to reiterate a few things here so that you guys don't have to search for it, because I have spent years meditating and I have programmed my subconscious mind already, and I'll tell you what I did in order to do that. And then I have conscious reminders so that my conscious mind is really like the captain of the helm. Once the boat and all the programs and everything has been consciously programmed in, then the captain can steer the boat where he needs it to be. So that's the job of the conscious mind through awareness, is to steer what's already there. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. The subconscious mind is 95% of your living. You might think that you're making conscious choices as you go throughout the day, but that actually is not true. 95% of that is coming from the programs that were put in there from conception all the way up to age 7. In this important time, imperative time, this is where we spend our time in a hypnagogic state. It's a permanent state of hypnosis, which means that your mind is cycling at 4 to 7 hertz per second, okay? This is a cycle. The hertz is a cycle. Now, when you are in this theta brainwave state, you're open, you're receptive to receive. This is where we can pray and receive inspiration. This is where we can meditate and have these beautiful aha moments. Our subconscious mind really can be patterned in two ways. That is through imagination, and theta is a wonderful way, once you're in theta, to create in an imaginary way. Your subconscious mind holds on to that. And then the second way is through repetition. So keep doing it. When we do mantras, when we do our affirmations, these are great ways to really get in there and to program the subconscious mind. So even if programs were put in during infancy, childhood that don't agree with you now, you can go back to that time. You can change those subconscious programs to something of your conscious choosing that now supports and resonates with your knowledge and belief system. Now, with the conscious mind, once my subconscious is already programmed to the desired conditioning, as it were, the desired knowledge that I want, my conscious mind now gets to actively steer or actively remind myself at the deepest levels of what I want to see happen. So for instance, chakra in Sanskrit means wheel. These are your energy wheels that govern the psychology, the energy, the emotions, the physiology of every aspect of your bioelectromagnetic field. And your chakras run from the bottom of your sacrum, the root chakra, all the way up the spine to the top of your head, your crown center, where the 7 chakras correspond also with the rainbow colors. So right behind me, you'll see see these colors right here. Well, through years of meditation, I have already programmed my subconscious to know and understand that when I see these colors, my chakras are to automatically and always stay balanced, activated, and expanded. Now, that is a visual reminder. This banner and these colors are a visual reminder to me and my subconscious that I am automatically to stay balanced and stay expanded and to stay activated. Okay, so I have already done that. If you have not gone to my website, galacticstoryteller.com, please do that and look up the article Human, H-U-E, man. We are made up of color, and color is vibration. These specific colors have specific vibrations that accompany them along with sound, and our body responds to that. Now, because of that reason, I also love the solfeggio tones. There are two that I use consistently, and we're talking on a daily basis. There are the tones and frequencies, and I'm going to include this in the description box below. For God's creation, there are 6 tones for God's creation, and then there's a 9 solfeggio tone that I use. So again, I will include that so you can see exactly what I use. I love YouTube. I love it as a resource, but with the tones, I never choose songs or recordings that have subliminal messages. It's not something I'm comfortable with. I don't know who's putting out these tones and frequencies. I don't know what subliminals they're wanting to embed in my subconscious mind. And I protect my subconscious mind as fiercely as I protect my mind, my spirit, and every part of myself. I maintain sovereignty over all of my aspects. Okay, so that's why I personally choose not to use subliminals whatsoever. So unless you know what they're trying to embed in your subconscious mind, please be vigilant about that. Another way that I like to balance my chakras is look into the evening sun. Sometimes you can do this in the morning if you're up early enough. You can do this at dusk. Look directly into the sun when it has that orangey haze. I'm not talking about noonday. Don't do that to your eyes. But if you do it at the right time at dawn and the right time at dusk, you actually can mineralize your body with all the nutrients that it needs. You can repair your eyesight, and you can balance, activate, and expand your chakras during those times. So be sure to do that. Give that one a try. Walking barefoot is also another great way for you to open your chakras. You can tell when you're feeling stuck. You can tell when things are not quite right inside. Your chakra system has different energy bodies that they govern. So for instance, when your heart, and this is one that I get a lot of questions about regarding the heart chakra, whose corresponding color is green, you don't want to walk around with an open heart. I'm not for that. And the reason is this is a very sacred space. And there are very few people in the world that are deserving of you letting them in to this space. Now, I'm not saying walk around with a jaded heart. I'm not saying that either. You can be loving, you can be empathetic and compassionate towards human beings and the events that are going on without exposing your most sacred aspect, which is your heart. Okay, so when you are working on this heart center, make sure that it is clean from debris, and that includes hurt, grief, betrayal, all of those things that kind of keep us from opening or loving in a very open way. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure that that residue is cleaned out so that when you, through your discernment, choose to open your heart to somebody, you can do it in a wonderful, loving, discerning way. Be very careful who you give your heart to. And that's why I say it's dangerous to open your chakras, is because these are very powerful centers and they should not be given access to everybody and everything, including fourth dimensionals, these different parasites, demonic entities that love to latch onto your energy and to suck that energy from you. If you are feeling tired, fatigued, irritable, you just don't feel right, you may want to go back and check, just a self-check and make sure that everything is activated, clean, balanced, and that you don't have any little sneaky parasites in there trying to feed off your energy. Take a look at your heart and make sure that it is completely balanced so that when you choose to give it to the right person, you can do that in a very healthy way. I hope these tips have been helpful. Please be careful if you're looking at information for opening your chakras. Not a good idea. Please check out my video on the dangers of opening the chakras. Make sure that you guys are just as careful about who and what enters your bioelectric space, magnetic space, as you are the food that you put in your mouth, the music that you listen to, the material that you read. That's how careful you have to be with every aspect of yourself. You can always go to my website and read the Sovereign Declaration. Make sure that you are responsible for every aspect of yourself. Leave your comments below, like and subscribe. I love to hear from you guys. Be polite, provide facts and resources. You can reach me at galacticstoryteller@gmail.com. My website is .com. You can follow me on social media. I'm trying to get active with that. So you guys take care and hope you're having a great day.